Hello everyone, welcome to your November 2024 astrological forecast. Before I begin, I would just like to remind you that if you are going to order any kind of chart services from me for like next year or as a holiday gift or something or other, it's a good idea to put in your order now. If you wait until December, I can't guarantee that your stuff will be done by like the end of the month or whatever, or in time for the holidays. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And a special thank you to my subscribers for your continued support, for liking, sharing, and commenting on my videos. And if you like this video and you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Okay. So anyways, in November 1st starts off with a new moon in Scorpio, okay? Then on the 2nd, Mercury moves into Sagittarius, okay? On the 3rd, Mars moves into Leo. And on the 11th, Venus moves into Capricorn. On the 15th, Saturn turns direct. Also on the 15th, also on the 15th, there's a full moon in Taurus, okay? Then on the 19th, Pluto finally moves into Aquarius for good, okay? And on the 21st, the Sun moves into Sagittarius, and on the 25th, Mercury turns retrograde in Sagittarius, okay? So be sure to check out my weekly forecast, which are now like daily shorts. Okay, so now for your forecast. Hi Capricorn. So on the 1st, there is a new moon in Scorpio in your 11th house, and the Sun is here up until the 21st. And your 11th house is your most sociable house. It's your friends and acquaintances, socializing online or in person. It's where you would normally go to hang out. Any group or organization that you belong to, and also the house of dreams, hopes, and wishes. So you could find some like new place to go to at this time, new club, new bar, new hangout or something or other. You could also make a new acquaintance or friend at this time also. And if you don't go out in person, this could also happen on social media, online or something or other. So this is also, you know, the house of dreams, hopes, and wishes, and this is one of those times where you would like pursue something or other, you know, fun. You're out to have fun. You're out to have a good time, you know. So you want to be around people that are fun or at least interesting, you know. So you may find like a new group at this time to again, even on social media, to join, you know. At the same time, there's a full moon on the 15th in Taurus in your 5th house. It's directly across from your 11th house of Scorpio, and your 5th house is the house of fun, romance, creativity, gambling, speculation, all forms of entertainment, games and sports, and anything to do with children. So a full moon exists to bring a problem or an issue to the surface so it can be dealt with, okay? The planet Uranus is still transiting here, and it does bring a lot of unexpected happenings in this area of your life, in this 5th house. So this could be one of those times where you could find out something, you know, it could be something minor even, but it could annoy you that around that new moon on the 1st, that when you meet someone possibly new, that you find out on the 15th that they, you know, they already knew who you were. They used to date your ex, or they are dating your ex, and they wanted to know what you were like, or something weird like that. You know what I mean? Around that full moon, you could find out something about a friend. Okay, or even a romantic interest that you're involved with right now. Okay, so you know, whatever, it's something, you know, that is taken care of right away. You know, you take care of it and you don't have to deal with it anymore. Okay. So then on the 2nd, Mercury moves into Sagittarius. The Sun moves into Sagittarius on the 21st, and Venus is still here up until the 11th. And then Mercury turns retrograde on the 25th in Sagittarius, in your 12th house, where you have the sign of Sagittarius. So when planets are here, this is considered like your downtime. This is your time to recharge your batteries and get geared up for when planets move into your first house, like at the end of December, when the sun moves into your sign at least, right? So, you know, when Mercury's here, though, I call it the great investigator, okay? When it's in the 12th house, it brings out the snoop in you, you know, the detective. And you could be asking a lot of questions behind the scenes about someone or something, anything actually. And with Venus here, it could be because you have a crush, a secret crush on someone, or someone has one on you. There is a possibility, though, that you may have run into someone while you were out socializing, and maybe they were always just a friend, but maybe you two are keeping in touch with one another since that, you know, you ran into them, and it's turning into something a little bit more than just friendship. It could be something like that, and probably keeping it secret right now, or whatever, but that it will come out, you know, more than likely when Venus does enter your sign on the 11th, okay? But while the sun is still here, you know, from the 21st on into December, you're pretty active, but it's all happening behind the scenes, okay? When Mercury turns retrograde on the 25th, and it will be like into December, you could, you know, find out something or other, you know, that maybe you were having a hard time finding out now while you're doing your snooping. You know, a lot of times when Mercury turns retrograde, and usually information isn't available for whatever reason when Mercury is retrograde, but a lot of times it's when you accidentally find out something or other, okay? So Venus does, again, move into your sign on the 11th, and it's there until the end of this month, into next month. So if you've listened to my videos in the past, you know that I always say when Venus is in your own sign, your first house, or your 10th house, you should milk it for all you can, because people find you more appealing now than they do at any other time. You will notice people will compliment you more, especially on your appearance or whatever it is that you're wearing, or your hair or something or other, cologne, perfume. They also want to do little nice things for you, little favors. And I do always say, too, that if you need to talk to someone because you need their cooperation for, you know, in some way or other for whatever reason, this is the time to do it, because even someone who is hard to get along with will try to get along with you a little bit more than they normally would when you have Venus in your sign. Okay, so just keep that in mind if you do have to speak to someone that, again, you don't normally get along with. And, you know, expect people to, you know, want to, like, take you out for drinks or lunch or something or other. You're on the receiving end of a lot of nice things, but some of them could actually be, you know, gifts of some kind. Okay, Pluto does finally fully move into Aquarius on the 19th in your second house, where you have the sign of Aquarius. Second house being earned income and possessions. You know, there will be different ways here now that you will be earning money. You know, I'll go into more detail in my video on Pluto in Aquarius, okay? But it's already been going back and forth between Capricorn and Aquarius for over a year now. So you may have had a little bit of a inkling of what will happen, you know, when Pluto does, you know, stay here for as long as it's going to, about 20 years. So there could have already been a few changes, you know, happening in this area. On, let's see, the 3rd, Mars moves into Leo, into your 8th house, which is directly across from your 2nd house of Aquarius. 8th house being other people's money and resources, passive money through means other than earning it, such as a refund of some kind, insurance payout, legal settlement, inheritance, prize money, something or other. Okay, it's also a house of partners. Partners, shared property and shared debt, also shared bank accounts and credit cards. Mars is ruled by Scorpio, naturally ruled by Scorpio, and Mars is one of the planets that is the ruler of Scorpio along with Pluto. Okay, so it does well here when it's here. 8th house being the house of endings, transformation, okay, endings and new beginnings. The ending being the house of death, okay, killing off of possibly a part of your personality or something or other in your life that isn't working the way you would like it to. Okay, so that's, that's what's going on here as far as money goes. If anyone owes you anything or has anything that they've borrowed of yours, like one of your possessions or something, you really will go after it while Mars is here. Any money that is due you, or any possessions that belong to you that people have not returned even though you've asked them for it. Okay. On the 15th also, Saturn turns direct. Okay, Saturn is in Pisces, in your 3rd house where you have the sign of Pisces. Neptune is also here and it's still retrograde. So 3rd house being the big communication house, with Saturn here, you may have had a hard time communicating, more or less, or when you do, people don't listen, or they just like, I don't know, not really that they don't listen, they don't want to hear whatever it is that you have to say, so people kind of turn you off in a way, shut you off, something like that. You could just feel while Saturn has been here that your voice, you're not being heard. Even though you're saying stuff, nobody's listening to you. Okay, and this could be regarding like your neighborhood, things going on in your neighborhood. Maybe people don't want to help or do anything about whatever you are trying to change there, or a certain neighbor, something or other. The 3rd house is your everyday life, the people and places you would encounter throughout the normal course of your day, your neighbors, your neighborhood, your siblings, cousins. It's also the written word. So you could be writing something at this time. It is an internet house, social media or media house, period. You could, the thing that I'm talking about not being heard could be happening like on social media, something or other. Something like that, okay? So the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Capricorn on the 5th, 6th, and 7th. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Cancer, and those dates are the 18th, 19th, and 20th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, gambling, or speculation, and anything to do with children is the 1st, 2nd, 14th, 15th, 28th, 29th, and 30th. The best time for money is the 7th, 8th, 9th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd. The best time for your career is the 25th, 26th, and 27th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 10th, 11th, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. So I hope you enjoyed your forecast for November. Have a happy Thanksgiving. See ya.